So are we supposed to start the podcast?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, first rattle out of the box after a little break.
I saw a little troll on YouTube that said they were sick of the clap.
Oh, they don't like my clap?
Blasphemy.
That is so hateful.
It's so mean.
They don't realize how hard I work on that clap.
That's the stuff that hurts. Like calling us bitter old cows
Don't care.
and old hags could give two shits.
Over Botoxed. Don't care.
Bring it. But criticizing
The clap.
Pumps' clap.
I mean, it's really the best part of the show sometimes.
It's totally the best part of this heaping pile of garbage that we produce twice a week.
That's right. It is.
I was
sadly to say.
furious with that comment. You have time to go delete and or comment on your comment and take it back.
Amend it somehow.
Amend it.
Take it back.
Amend the record.
Amend the record.
Pumps, what have you had it with this week?
Okay, what I've had it with is when you go to a doctor's appointment and your doctor's appointment's at 2:30.
Yes.
And right when you sign in, they make you put the time that you arrived.
Right.
And they say it's plain as day. It's like posted. If you're more than 15 minutes late, we're going to have to reschedule you. But you sit your fat ass in the chair for an hour or an hour and a half.
Right.
And they act like, because I'm like, if it's 15 minutes for you, it's 15 minutes for me. So every 16th minute, I'm like, hi, I had a 2:30 appointment. It's, are we close? Oh, well, she's just really backed up. Da, da, da. Okay, number one, tell me that when I sign in, A.
Right.
Or B, like give me an update sometime when I'm sitting there for an hour and a half. It just grinds my gears. I know doctors go to school for 100 years. I get all that. I respect the profession. But they're the only profession on the planet that gets to be an hour and a half late with zero apologies, zero updates, and just act like it's fine. And it's not fine because if you're 15 minutes late, you don't get your appointment. So I've had it with doctor's office etiquette.
I completely agree with you.
Totally.
I think in the technological age, the doctors need to send a text.
Correct.
We are running 30 minutes behind.
Yes.
Because when you have careers like you and I do,
Right.
plus children, those 30 minutes can be an errand that you can run.
Right.
And instead, you're sitting on your phone,
Yes.
look at a bunch of bullshit on Instagram,
Right.
getting mad because your time's getting wasted. And the doctor, I get that they're busy, but everybody's busy.
Everybody's busy.
I had a client that was a doctor once, and he wanted me to go to his office and look at decorating. So I go. And this is for an interior design appointment, right? And it's like at 2 p.m. I wait 2:30, 2:45. Finally, I text him, and I'm like, I have to leave.
I can't be here this long.
Like, I'm not going through this. Finally, he texts back, and I'm not kidding you. Sorry, I was saving someone's life.
Oh, fuck off.
It's like that God complex.
Right. If you'd be in a hospital if you're saving somebody's life. You're in your office dicking around.
That doctors have. And it's like, look, I respect the profession, but quit acting like, you're saving everybody's life. Yes, some doctors do, but most of these things are routine checkups, and
Right.
we're getting dicked over, and the customer service is shit.
This is going all through me. I'm saving someone's life.
Yeah.
What a dick. I wish you would have texted back. Well, the next time you're not saving someone's life, we'll make another appointment. Because you're sitting in your office or seeing patients for...
Well, and here's the deal. There's staff, scrub techs,
Right.
nurses around him.
You
that
weren't in the hospital.
that can get a message relayed. Tell
Yes.
Jennifer Welch, I'm running 45 minutes
Right.
behind schedule.
I'm saving someone's life. Okay, great.
But it's just I like doctors, but they're not all doctors, but a lot of them can have this God complex.
Yes.
And this out of check ego that I think definitely needs to be checked.
I mean, that just goes all through me. We're
Yes.
kind of lucky because our doctors are really pretty good. They run on
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Our normal doctors. But those specialist doctors, oh my gosh, it's just like, come on.
I know. Okay, let me tell you what I've had it with.
What have you had it with?
So I was looking on Instagram, and there was this gal that was like on my For You page. And she's like full face of makeup, hair completely done, in like a total like Brazilian style bikini
Right.
with mountains and ocean behind her. And the comment says, I'm obsessed with nature. And I'm like, bitch, you saying you're obsessed with
Right.
nature is like me saying I'm obsessed with Bible study.
Right.
It just, come
You're obsessed with your
on.
ass being on Instagram because it looks hot.
Bitch, you're obsessed with yourself and with Instagram.
Yes.
I mean, that's where I wanted to follow up and comment if I were petty, which I am, but I didn't want to waste my energy on this. Like, what specific parts of nature are you
Right.
obsessed with?
Right.
I mean, I'm obsessed with nature. It's such bullshit.
It's kind of like your Africa hashtag.
Exactly.
Life changed.
Exactly. Exactly.
Still can't believe you did that. Still cannot believe you did that.
Well, I mean, you know what? Number one, it's still on there. I haven't scrubbed it to try to pretend like I'm a different person.
Right. You
now.
haven't tried to like go
I've
back
owned it.
and
So many people manicure and curate their Instagram and go back and delete something that could be embarrassing. My shit, if it's up there,
it's up there.
it's up.
Right. You're gonna own
Unedited.
it.
I'm going to own it.
Accountability.
I told on myself on the podcast for
Right.
being a fucking moron, and I've evolved
Right.
and I'm more enlightened. And I used to be a part of the problem. Now I'm a part of the solution.
Okay, so this made me have another thought. What is the rule? Because I am seeing a lot of those Brazilian thong bathing suits
Right?
at the lakes this summer in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And I think if you have a great ass and you're young and cute and have a great ass, I'm all for it. I want
Right.
to see your ass too.
Right.
But I'm talking, that's your ass. That's not my ass. That's not people that have big asses. I saw some, on 4th of July weekend, I saw some asses that did not need to be in a thong. Shouldn't there be a rule that like, if you don't have the perfect ass, you should just wear a regular
So you're
cover
talking about
swimsuit?
thong abuse?
Thong abuse. That's what it is. I mean, I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
If they don't give a fuck and they just have on their thong and they
Right.
just don't give a shit and they're confident, good for them.
I just think maybe that thong thing still is kind of shocking to me a little bit.
I don't.
It's a little bit shocking to me.
I think that's a very American Puritan standpoint. In Europe, they have nude beaches. Nobody gives a fuck.
No, I know. I guess
And
I'm
in
just like,
South
it surprises
America,
me.
they all wear thongs everywhere.
No, I know, but it
I
just
think
surprises me
it's your
still.
Bible thumping background. That's what I think the culprit of this. All roads lead to the Bible thumping background. Yes,
Yeah.
I think you sound like a Puritan. I think this is an American prude problem, and I think if you go to Europe, Europeans, all different body styles, they just wear their swimsuits without shame. And there's not this, like, we're so in this capitalist society that everything has to look perfect. Some people have good asses. Some people have cellulite asses. But everybody in this country should be able to have the freedom to wear thong pumps.
Wear their ass out. Okay.
Where's your fucking patriotism?
It's not at the thong situation. Maybe I'll get a thong and hang it on my car like a flag. A thong flag.
Okay. I think I have to say, I think good for them.
Okay.
I think that you still need some deprogramming from your Puritan upbringing.
That's probably not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I would like to welcome everybody to I've Had It, especially those wearing thongs with a less than perfect derriere. I want you to know I do not judge you, and I love you, and I would like to welcome the star of our show, the judgmental Pumps.
I asked. I didn't say. I was just like, am I wrong? Apparently I'm wrong. That everybody should wear a thong.
Kylie, you don't hate them, do you?
I don't hate them, no.
I didn't say I hated her. I just said, wow.
I thought you
surprised.
served up some haterade in the pre-show.
No, I just
is all
said
I'm
I'm
saying.
surprised that she was wearing a thong.
Okay. Kylie, what's going on social media? I know what's going to be going on next week in social media. So I'm all locked and loaded for that one. But what's going on this week in social media?
You brought up your Instagram captions.
Yes.
We've gotten DMs. People have done their due diligence.
Oh my
boy.
gosh, I'm so excited.
Tina DM'd us and said, she sent a post,
Okay.
and it's
Is it a post
a
from my
Ms.
Instagram?
Welch Instagram.
So they went back 9 years.
yes.
Oh,
That's-
I love this
that's
person.
love.
Who is this person?
This is Tina.
Tina, thank
That's
you.
love, Tina.
Thank
Thank
you for the work.
She said, please surprise Jen with this on the podcast.
Okay.
And ask her to explain this out of control caption. Thank you for your service. And it's a post in Italy
Okay.
of scenery.
Okay.
And you captioned it, every day is a winding road. Hashtag Capri. Hashtag Italia.
I'll tell you.
Hashtag Italy.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why that one. It's a little more clever than what Tina thought. There is a road in Italy called Via Croup, and it goes up a mountain and it winds. It goes back and forth. Is it showing a zigzag road?
It is.
Okay. It's a winding road, Tina.
I know, but you're the only person that knows that, so you just look like an asshole.
People that have been to fucking Italy know that.
Okay, but I'm just saying you look like
Puritan.
an asshole.
Puritan.
For the other
fucking
people
Bible
that
thumper. Fucking Bible thumper. All right.
And the 3 hashtags.
No, it's bad.
3 hashtags.
I'm gonna give that one a C because I know that there are some Fs.
I've got an F for you.
Okay.
Oh, I can't
I'm going to
wait.
give the winding road a C. I can't defend it, although the road is winding.
This one needs explanation.
Okay.
Okay, Drew DM'd us a Ms. Welch post that says, Anguilla for the win.
Okay.
Hashtag spring break. Hashtag blessed.
No.
Well, I'm doing that tongue in cheek. I've been using hashtag.
Kylie, do you believe that?
I swear to God, I do have. No.
When was that?
You guys, you cannot. I'm an atheist. On the record, my entire life as an atheist, I use the hashtag blessed to make fun of the blessed community. I hate the word blessed. I used it as a joke. There are others that I deserve to be made fun of, but I'm doing that one as a joke.
Permanent record.
I'm an atheist. I've always been an atheist. My parents are atheists. I fucking hate the blessed community. I cannot stand Bible thumping.
But you
when
are
people
blessed.
use the word blessed, it irritates the fuck out of me. That's what I'm doing there. What else you got?
Drew sent one more.
Okay.
Drew, we love Drew.
It's a photo, looks like it's taken from an airplane.
Okay.
And it says, hello, Johannesburg.
Johannesburg.
It is? Okay. It's no,
Don't
I'm
edit
cutting
that out. No,
I'm
you
cutting
do
that
not
out.
edit that out, Kylie. Listener, I want you to hear how uncultured this staff is that I have to work with. I am so sorry to South Africa that she did not know how to say Johannesburg. And you better fucking leave that in for the permanent record.
I didn't even know that was in South Africa.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry to our South African listeners.
All right.
I know this is where it's going to get bad. This is where I was at my peak worst.
This one says, hello, Johannesburg. Next stop, Cape Town. Hashtag pinch me.
Yeah. That's an F. Can't defend that one. Cannot defend that one. I was psychologically gearing up to do a lot of hashtag abuse.
pinch me.
Yeah. That's bad.
What do we think the hashtag limit is?
I will say these are all like 9-10 years old. People used more hashtags. And also I'm a Gen Xer. When I first got on Instagram, somebody's like, you're supposed to hashtag. I'm like, okay, I'll do that.
yeah.
So I just started hashtagging, like an idiot. And the hashtag pinch me, I cannot defend. Hashtag blessed, I'm doing to make fun of the hashtag blessers.
Whatever you say, Kylie. I mean, whatever she says, right?
Right.
If you go look through my Instagram, you'll see more hashtag blessed. I want it for the permanent record. I'm not a Bible
You were
thumper.
trolling.
I'm trolling the Bible thumpers. Do not confuse me with a Bible thumper, listener. I oppose it.
Hashtag pinch me.
No, I can't defend that. Here's what I have to say to everybody is this. And actually, this needs to be directed at me for the pinch me, honestly.
I roll goddamn city. I roll goddamn city.
I mean, I deserve that.
I'm going to make that a hashtag.
I roll goddamn
Oh,
city.
that's a great
No, I was
hashtag.
bad. Like when somebody my age gets on Instagram for the first time and like you're figuring out how to do it, it's like you use hashtags. So I fucking used hashtags. I'm
Right.
like, okay. I mean, I just
Well, you told me that I had to say hashtag before everything on Instagram, and I did that for 6 months.
I was just fucking with you.
No, I know now, but I didn't know. I was like,
I told
okay.
Pumps listener, I was like, you have to spell out hashtag. You can't just use it.
And I was like, hashtag.
And she would
I've had it podcast.
I would say, make sure you spell out HASH. You can't use the pound. She was like, okay, see, that was me. So anyway, no, the hashtag pinch me is really bad. But I am flattered that people went back that far.
A for effort. A++ on that.
It's really good. Okay. Listeners, I mean, this has been kind of a shit show of an entry. I think it's been really good though. And I deserve all the shit. I get it. But I will put it on my tombstone. She opposed the blessed community.
Okay, we'll put that on your tombstone.
Okay. We will. I'm going to put on yours, Reformed Bible Thumper. Okay, listener, I cannot tell you how much better we feel at I've Had It, because the star of our show is now secure and safe because we have installed Simply Safe in Pumps' home. Pumps, how do you feel about it?
I really do like it. It makes me feel a lot more secure and gives me peace of mind when I'm away.
Listener, Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can now warn intruders that they are being recorded and police are on their way in real time. This stops them in their tracks. With eyes on an intruder, agents can confirm to 911 dispatchers that the emergency is real and request fast police dispatch. Right now, I've Had It listeners get a special 20% off any Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. This huge offer is for a limited time only, so visit simplysafe.com/hadit. That's simplysafe.com/hadit. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Pumps, you have been absolutely dominating in the kitchen lately. Your kids have all been telling me you have been crushing dinner. What's going on?
HelloFresh. It is the easiest, best food, and you feel like you're like the world's best chef.
Well, I would argue that not only are you a good podcaster, you are an amazing chef. Listener, fall is right around the corner, and HelloFresh is here to help you plan for the busy season ahead with tasty dishes delivered right to your door. Simply choose your recipes and pick your delivery date, and then lay back and enjoy the last days of summer knowing that dinner is covered. That's what Pumps has been doing, listener. They have all types of variety, anything that your family would like, and all you need is 15 minutes and you'll be enjoying a tasty, satisfying meal made in your very own kitchen. Go to HelloFresh.com/50 I've Had It and use code 50 I've Had It for 50% off plus free shipping. Go to HelloFresh.com/50 I've Had It and use 50 I've Had It for 50% off plus free shipping. So now we have a guest. We have guests.
Two guests.
Two guests that are like basically antiques in the podcasting world.
Oh, what are they, 20?
No, I mean, their podcast has been around for well over a decade. They have a long-running podcast called Watch What Crappens, which is like a takeoff on Watch What Happens.
Right.
And so they review all things Bravo. Before you tune out, we're not going to talk about Bravo with them because this is not a Bravo podcast. We're going to talk about what they've had it with, but they are fantastic. So let's welcome to I've Had It, Ben and Ronnie. Okay, Ben and Ronnie, welcome to I've Had It, a place of cupcakes, rainbows, and positivity for this globe of ours. How are you guys?
Good. I love a
so
gay
good.
rainbow, a good positive gay rainbow. I'm in. Let's eat it.
I know.
How are you guys doing?
Great. Love a gay rainbow as well. Okay, so let's just start shit talking immediately. What have y'all had it with?
Ronnie, you go first because I feel like you have something really good lined up.
You know, I don't. I mean, I've had it with most everything. I'm old enough to just be sick of everything. One thing I'm sick of is good people. I think like real world good people are okay who are actually out there doing like good for the world. But internet good people can suck it. Like, I'm seriously sick of them. I have this new lady in my neighborhood who is constantly going on our tiny little Facebook community thing. You know, that's where you're like, oh my God, I lost my peacock. Like, that was one of our things recently.
They said that,
like,
really? That's true?
Yeah, there was a lost peacock. I was out there looking for a peacock.
You're a good person because you were looking for a peacock.
Hey, it did have the word cock in it, which doesn't take much to bait a gay man out the door. Am I right or am I right?
I had the word pee before.
But
Were
the cock did raise an
peacock?
eyebrow.
So anyway, we have this new lady in the neighborhood, and this is just a tiny little Facebook, but she, I guess, needs attention, or she needs us to be like, oh my God, welcome to the neighborhood. You're such a good person. And she just keeps, okay, one of her thing is, guys, to help our pollinators, fill a bowl with marbles and add water. Marbles give the bees a safe place to land so they can drink without drowning. So she shows a picture of marbles and bowls and happy bees. If the bee can't drink without drowning, the bee deserves to die.
Right.
It's Darwinianism.
Yes, it's
yes,
evolution.
Darwinism. You know what this is faux do-gooder. It's this is all performative.
Mm-hmm.
This is all performative do-gooder. Because I tell you what, that neighbor probably has some shit going on behind that door, and she's trying to mask it with saving the pollinators, which I think is a total ruse. If I were you, I'd keep an extra eye on that house because I bet there's a lot of fuckery going on in there.
Don't you
She's
think
probably
it's-
sending hate letters to celebrities and thinks she's allowed to do it because she saved a bee.
Exactly.
Like she literally
Right.
saved a bee, and that like literally gets you no awards ever.
like she's overcompensating. I think she's just saying, like, love me, you know,
Right,
like, don't
right.
save the bees. I'm drowning over here, guys. Does anybody like want to make a bowl of marbles for me? I'm literally and figuratively drowning. Someone come. Another one is saving one animal won't change the world, but for that one animal, the world will change forever. Now listen, am I
Oh, for
saving
fuck's
animals?
Literally
sake.
won't.
You know what I mean? Like, am I
Right.
for saving animals? Of course. She put the ugliest dog up there. I mean, she put it's, in dog ears, it's got to be an 80-year-old wet, dirty, mangy dog she put up there. And I was like, this lady's obviously not advertising to save this dog. She's just, or she would put a Frenchie. You know, there are Frenchies who need homes too. There are Jack Russells, that cute, adorable little dogs that need home too. But this lady's like, look at me. I would save an ugly one. Well, congratulations.
You're like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think you've got to keep the neighborhood watch sign. You remember those with the
Mhm.
Yeah.
the guy with the cape on and the eyes? I think you have to keep an extra eye on this situation. And I don't support being a nosy neighbor unless it's super juicy.
Right. Unless it's really something I want to know. Otherwise, I don't care who's using the pool after 9,
Mhm.
anything like that. I feel like it's all the old people too, like that
It
don't
is.
have anything to do. And so they're just sitting there making comments about what's
Yes.
going on in the neighborhood. And it's like, bitch, we don't care. We don't care. As long
Yeah.
as everything's fine and nobody's getting, burgled, we're good.
The
I don't
worst.
support nosy neighboring, but what I do support is rear windowing, because I tell you, I love creating a narrative about everything going on outside my window. Like I will, if there's something weird going on, I'm like, I'm the lady with the bee, but she has like a pitchfork out in the backyard. I'm like, she killed someone.
Totally.
She killed someone. And,
She's a
and
serial
leaving
killer.
A clue. The bee
Right.
is like the first clue, and no one's picking up on it. Like I love doing that.
I'm all
That's a
down with
great
that.
one.
I'm totally down with that. We had a neighbor at my old house, and he was this older man that lived across the street from us. And one day the police come to my door and they're like, we have to talk to you about something. I'm like, what is it? And they're like, well, your neighbor across the street, Rich, has accused Josh is my husband. Rich has accused Josh of breaking into his house and rearranging the furniture. We don't think this has happened, but Rich has mentioned to us that he has a gun. We live in Oklahoma, so everybody's fucking got guns.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to make sure, like, have y'all had an altercation with him? And I'm like, no, but he accused one of my friends once of stealing his gnome. He had a gnome out in his front yard.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember?
Yes, it's like nobody wants your gnome.
Yes. And so like he totally had this whole kind of fantasy world going on. And here's the deal. Josh is totally metrosexual. I could even make a strong argument that Josh could possibly be homosexual. He just is not that gay that would break in to rearrange somebody's furniture. That
I
would
feel like you would do it.
I know. I mean,
honestly.
I-
I've seen.
if it was
I
really
only know
bad.
you from the TV, but that sounds reasonable. To think that it would be your family to me. I don't. I mean, my God, sounds just like you actually. And you would also steal a gnome because it's bringing down the property values in the
Yeah.
neighborhood. Someone needs to tell Rick nobody wants his gnome.
right.
It,
Gnome is
it sounds
ugly.
like you just cracked the case. Maybe I was the culprit all
It was
along.
you all along.
throwing Josh under the bus. Poor baby.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it was totally nuts. That street was kind of crazy. I got the hell
Neighbors
out of there.
they're like almost always terrible.
Yeah.
No, they're bad. Okay, one of you put down in our correspondence prior to having you on this whole concept that I immediately fell in love with and did a lot of research on, which is the name of men's deodorant scents.
Yes, that was me.
Okay, I
I feel like am I on a game show? I feel like I literally
won!
just rang
I have taken the liberty of Googling some of the best scents. And what we're going to do is I'm going to name these. And I want everybody to go around and we're going to describe what type of man we think uses this. Okay. So I'm going to start off and then let's just freeball it and go through it. Let's have some fun here. Okay.
Okay.
The first scent is Man of Steel.
Hmm.
Fat. That is definitely a chubby man. Nobody muscular needs to have steel under their
Right.
arms.
And I think little
Yeah.
penis, because they probably are overcompensating.
I'm going teeny weeny as well.
teeny weeny.
Teeny weeny.
Bipolar. Because Superman definitely has that. Like, he's evil Superman too, you know?
Right.
Bipolar.
Bipolar,
Yeah.
small dick.
Comic-Con. Obviously, someone going to Comic-Con would wear it. Not to be too
In a
much
costume.
of a literalist, but let's be honest.
Yeah, in a costume, for sure.
Here's our next scent, fellas. It's Speed Stick.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Speed-
say right out of the gates, I think this is a quick shot.
That's what I was going to say.
What
Quick
we
shot.
call great minds, pumps,
Yes,
great
great
minds.
minds.
What we call a quick shot here at I've Had It, guys, is a man that shoots his wad a little too fast.
Right.
A quick
Oh
shot.
God, I wish I could
Yeah.
be that. That's like my dream. I'm like the slowest. I'm like, could you just wait a minute, please? It's like, how do we make this happen more quickly, guys?
Speed Stick, I'm going to say Speed Stick doesn't have small dick energy. He doesn't have large dick energy. I'm going to say this is like a sport dick. You know,
Yeah.
a Goldilocks
Just
sized dick.
Like a shower, not a grower.
Literal just energy.
Yeah.
Like not big dick or little dick, just
a
energy.
sport dick, you know, and I think it's a sport dick. I think that he does shoot pretty quickly. I think we got a quick shot on our hands. And I think this is a guy that spends a lot of time in the gym doing cardio, not like a, you know, like muscle, like beefy
not weight
bodybuilder, but I think this is
lifting.
a cardio freak, a runner.
Does he do triathlons?
Yes.
Oh,
Speed
nailed
I
it.
think
stick.
there's like that triathlon energy.
Speed
you know?
Stick is a triathlete, which what's that bicyclist name? Lance
Lance
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, the thing is with triathletes, they're always talking about going off to do a triathlon. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
Yes.
hey, you want to have dinner? Sorry, I've got a triathlon on.
Right.
How many triathlons are there?
Well,
You know
I think
what?
you have to train
Triathlons-
all the time.
I feel like they're the worst in the gay pride parade because, like, it's not good enough being gay. It's not good enough being bi. They have to have like a try. It's like, wow, you guys are the gayest athletes.
I'll tell you this idea, you know, my kids are starting to age out of me using them for excuses to get out of going to stuff. I think I'm going to take up triathlons, and I can just tell people, they can ask me, do you want to go to dinner? Do you want to go to a movie? And I go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm training for a triathlon.
Right. But then
Yeah.
there'd be that
You're
one
set for a
person at
year.
a party that was in the triathlon that would try to like pigeonhole you and want to talk about it nonstop. You'd easily be
God.
discovered, I bet.
Yeah.
Because
They're
runners,
worse than vegans.
right? They want to talk about it all the time.
Right.
Always
the
want to
time.
tell you about it. Yeah.
Okay. The next scent, which is one of my favorites, is smell like a man.
Ugh, the worst.
I'm going to say right out of the gates, Fox News male
Totally.
anchors smell like a man for sure. Like
This
that
is-
Sean Hannity.
It's like or
Matt
Greg got
Gates.
filled.
What about
Really,
the guy?
all of them.
There's a Twitter person that's called like alpha male.
Oh, that's a scent.
Is alpha male?
Alpha male is a scent.
Oh, perfect.
What are they naming these for? These
Because
are
they're
ridiculous.
marketing to people like Ted Cruz. And what's that guy's name from Missouri? Josh Hawley.
Oh, the worst.
Who was such a
Oh,
pussy. Remember when
God.
like
yeah, he's like
She give the
out of the
fist pump?
Capitol. Yeah, right.
yeah,
after
he
Uh-huh.
gave
Yeah,
like the
fist pump.
right
Awesome.
power fist pump, and then he starts like hiding, and then the committee just humiliated him with
Yes,
all those
but I
videos
think
of him
he has
running.
no shame. No.
Is there a deodorant scent for insurrection? I'm just wondering. I'm just
Right.
curious.
Maybe
Oh.
we should start that.
Okay, here's one. It's called Sweatless Strength.
Sweatless strength. There is no such thing. Listen, you can try and Botox the sweat out of you. It'll start coming out of different places.
That's right. Yes.
You're just going to be crazily sweating strength.
Yeah.
You know what I realized when researching this is what a minefield it is to market to men, and particularly like probably like middle America men, because they have to address like something that is socially feminine, not sweating. But
Right.
so men are not wanting to sweat, but they also have to like bow down to their masculine egos. So you get alpha male, and you get manly musk, and you get manly
musk.
freshness, and then you get that smell like a man. You know, it's really
Yeah.
a precarious naming struggle to try to suggest to men to buy a product that really isn't that manly.
I know, and it's also like embarrassing that they have to be so on the nose with us.
Right.
You know, like they have to be so much like, you're a strong man. Like you put them under your armpits and you're like, I am a strong man. Like that
so
we actually
strong.
fall for it. But what drives me nuts is, when I'm going to the store and I want to get deodorant, this is fine. Everything's named like Cool Rush or Extreme Blast or Arctic Freeze. But like, what does that smell like? I don't know what this smells like. I need to put
Exactly.
this under my arms. Okay.
Right. What does that smell like?
Okay, here's one.
Big Mac.
Here's
Like, where's
one.
that?
Here's one that I think this would be very marketable to the gay community. Total freshness.
That's it. We need it
that's all I need.
simple and explanatory. Total
Jazz
freshness.
hands.
That's
Total
it.
freshness.
Total freshness.
Total freshness.
11 o'clock number. I would do that one too.
11 o'clock
11
number.
o'clock number. Yeah.
I mean, I think a
Almost
gay
ready
man
for
would
bed.
be like, looking and then be like, Manly Musk, Alpha Male, total freshness. That's it. I'm out.
It's true.
So, I think that there are some that are named for single guys who are out shopping for themselves at the Target that need the like white power fist or whatever you were saying before the Josh Hawley scent.
Yes.
Alpha male.
And then, yes. And then there are kinds that are marketed to wives whose husbands no longer buy their own deodorant. Which I know,
Right.
like, to me, it seems backwards, but I know that that's still like a thing in the world. I see it at Target.
Right.
So I think that there are those scents too, and they're all like candle scents. It's like sandalwood and leather. It's like the wife is like, oh my God, fresh parchment paper. Like,
Okay.
His wife came up with this.
Pumps, can you please share with our listeners how you were battling all of the body odor that happens to you each and every summer?
I wasn't battling body odor, but I did get really stinky after workout, especially if I had to go somewhere afterwards, until I got Lumi. It is the best. I love the wipes. I love the body wash. I love the deodorant. I love everything about it.
Listener, Pumps is so fresh thanks to Lumi. I'm telling you guys, their whole body deodorant, wipes, all of the stuff, it is made by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. But like Pumps, you can now tackle this issue. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code HADIT at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code HADIT. Pumps, I know that one thing that you crave doing all day long is taking your bra off.
I do.
With Honey Love, I've noticed you're leaving that bra on a lot longer because it is not uncomfortable.
No, I love my Honey Love bras. They're so comfortable. I hardly know I have them on. And I love the shapewear too. It is so nice and comfortable.
Honey Love's bestseller crossover bra is so comfortable, it's sure to be your new go-to because this is Pump's go-to, people. And let me tell you, she is very particular about her brasiers. Treat yourself to the best shapewear on the market and save 20% off at honeylove.com/hadit. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off honeylove.com/hadit. Cinched, snatched, and lifted. It's hot girl season thanks to Honey Love. Okay, guys, it's time to play our just fantastic game
Yes.
called Had It or Hit It. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
going to list some things. You tell us if you've had it with it or if you like it so much you'd hit it. Oh my God. Welcome to Had It or Hit It. I would hit it. Had it. I hit it every day, sometimes twice a day.
Okay.
All right. Had it or hit it, Brad Pitt.
Hit it.
Hit it.
It's Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Even though he's got all that controversy about building like affordable housing that was like built with like glue guns and cardboard and it like crashed in on everyone's head, I'd still do it.
Yeah, I'm still hitting it.
I'm still hitting it.
I'm
And
still
by the
hitting
way,
it.
he probably doesn't even wear deodorant, which I'm morally opposed to, but it's Brad Pitt, so hit it.
Right. Even if he smells bad.
Yeah, and
Agree.
he has aged incredibly well.
It's
He's
unbelievable.
59 years old, you guys.
Oh my God, he's almost
No.
60. Wow.
Yes.
But he's like gorgeous. It's not like he's someone who was ugly that's aging well. You know?
Right.
Like,
he was
already
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
He's still
It's not
gorgeous.
fair.
He is so hot, and talking to him, he's probably incredibly insufferable. Like, it's probably going to be one of the most insufferable conversations that you have,
Right.
and he still can be hot, which is a
Right.
level of hotness that is like
Right.
unremarkable.
It's,
Yes.
it's like a
very
higher,
remarkable.
elite level of hotness.
It's generational hotness.
Yeah.
And you know where he was born, fellas?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh, well, there we go.
Was
There
he?
we go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shawnee,
Oh, that's
America.
hot. I'd hit it. I'd hit Oklahoma.
Okay. Had it or hit it, birthday months.
Oh, had it.
Had it.
I had it.
I've had it with birthday weeks. I've almost had it with birthdays.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had it. Big time had it on that one.
People
Yes.
over celebrate, and it's like, bitch, everybody has a birthday. Like, you're not so special just because today's yours. So is half the world.
Exactly.
My birthday is coming up. Birthday month. And I'm trying to plan a birthday trip. And let me tell you, the people whose been the biggest pain in the ass about their birthdays over the year, we have to go take a trip every single year for their birth. None of them are going to come to my thing. Oh, sorry, busy. You know what? Screw you guys. Screw your birthday months. Screw your birthdays.
That's shitty. They're not reciprocating after they've had you go on all these trips for theirs. Yeah, that's bullshit.
I oppose
important.
birthday months, birthdays, all of those things. But next year, I will turn the big 50, and I definitely want to have a very small trip. Even though I totally oppose birthday trips, I'm going to be totally hypocritical, but only very small. Me, my kids, Pumps, her kids, if they're all behaving. The kids could get axed off the list with the prodder immediately.
Got prodder for our kids now.
Yeah. Make sure, you better do some practice runs for the airport. You better be like, okay, everyone.
My
Here we
shit.
go. We got 30 seconds.
My shit is so tight at the airport.
Yeah, I tried to do
I am
really
a
well.
fucking stealth fighter. I go in, I fucking do that shit effortlessly. My license
same.
is out. I get fucking 5 gold stars. Take it to the bank. I am fucking excellent at traveling.
Girl,
Some people aren't.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have to say, I saw something that you posted traveling where you were mad that somebody had their suitcase next to them on the escalator thing going down.
Oh, yeah.
You were mad that they didn't put the suitcase in front of you. I'm not surprised that you want a social rate. I saw that and I was like, damn, she would hate me. This lady is gonna hate my guts.
It's chaos on the escalators. I'm so glad you brought this up because I haven't brought it up in about 20 episodes, and now it's time to fucking drag out that dead horse and beat it. Let me tell you what's going on the escalators in the United States of America. Everybody's just laid out on the escalators. They're standing there. They have their bag next to them. They've got their Stanley Cup. They're on their phone, thumbing through fucking just horrible Instagram posts of somebody's fucking kid that nobody gives a fuck about. And I've got places to go. I've got a heart rate to keep up. And then I hit this goddamn brick wall. And I'm like, you have to move over to one side so that people can pass. So the United States of America, we do a lot of things right, but the escalator situation is out of control. And
do you follow the Ben Mandelker patented method of escalator badgery, which is that when I see this happening, I do the big clomp with my feet, like bump, 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 which is like, you've got 5 seconds now
I'm
to
taking
get out
you
of the way
over.
because I'm clomping. Okay. And then if they still don't move, sometimes I just let out a good old excuse me. And works like a charm.
let me tell you what I've started to do. This is what they do in the UK. They don't fuck around with this. Passing on your left. And I just start saying it. Passing on your left. Passing on left. You know the flat
It's like
bike
an
lane.
announcement.
You know
Yeah.
the flat escalators.
Oh.
You know that is
Yeah.
completely unacceptable. And
Well,
you
that's different. Those flat escalators. The regular escalators, as a bigger person, as someone who struggles with their weight, when you're walking through an airport, it's difficult sometimes. Okay, so I see that escalator and I immediately see lean machine. I go onto it and I lean onto it. I sweat onto it. I breathe onto everybody. I'm like, ah. Okay, but the walking escalators, you don't just stand there on a walking escalator.
No.
Move your ass.
You
This
gotta
is to
go.
make you-
And if
Yeah.
you're a slow walker, walk on the right so that the
Exactly.
psychotic fast walkers, such as myself, can pass you on the left. We can all live peacefully in an airport together. If you're on that escalator, you got to move over, put your suitcase in front of you, be ready to be passed on the left. It's out of control. It
They've
really
started
is.
to paint lanes. They've started to paint lanes on some of them. I've noticed.
Have they?
Some say yes. Some say standing. Some say walking, which means that the infraction is even worse because now they're literally told where they can stand and not stand. And let me tell you something: the clump method on a moving walkway is fabulous because you have all that space to clump. You know,
I'm going to
you can
adopt
really
that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bum, you
Clump,
know.
clump.
It's great. Like you sound like you're just like a bolt, like an Indiana Jones boulder.
Right. It's
just coming
coming.
down
I'm
the
taking
pike,
you under if you don't move.
I'm going to start doing
Yeah.
that. I actually
It's
can't wait
great.
to fly again. Okay. Had it or hit it, toddlers.
Oh, had it.
No, well,
Never.
I'm not going to say it hit a toddler. So I feel like that's a trick question, honestly.
I was just in, so I went to Barnes and Noble yesterday, and I was in the cookbook section, and for some reason there were like 15 children running around in the
Oh my
cookbook section,
God.
and I was like, why are there children running around in the cookbook section? And my friend who's with me says, oh, because the children's section is like the next one over. But I was like, but still, why are they're just all over? And my friend looked at me and said, Ben, you really think children are raccoons, don't you? I said, yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, that's so good. Okay. Had it or hit it, word art.
Oh God! You know what?
Had
They've
it.
gotten so creative with it that I'm almost about to hit it because
Really?
I've
Almost
had it
hit
for
it.
so long. You know, we came out with a thing that's in the Gather font, but it says isolate because we've been over this for years. You know, it's like the home goods thing. I'm getting more into it now. I'm just starting to see it as being hilarious that people are so stupid they don't know where their kitchen is. You know?
Yeah.
You literally have to have a sign that says kitchen or like a bathroom that says you're in there, you're holding your wiener and you're peeing into their toilet and it says bathroom. I'm like,
Right. Or there's no place like home, or home is
Right.
where the heart is.
I've seen a
You've
lot
had
of
it.
Or just like Paris. There's a lot that just declare Paris, like Paris.
Which is that's Parisian abuse, you know, because you know the apartment that has that in it is neither Parisian nor chic. And
Right.
so, I mean, I think that's a disgrace to
I
Paris.
want honest word art though.
Agree.
Agree.
My husband's a lazy fuck. You know, like a
Yeah.
a cooking apron that says that, or like, you know, the don't do coke in my bathroom has been a funny one.
Oh, that's that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Or like my children are too ugly to be on the back of this car. You know, people for the little stick figures.
That's okay. Had it or hit it, citizen scientists.
Oh, had it.
Oh,
Citizen
come
scientist.
Had
That's like an oxymoron right there. Okay.
Right.
Totally.
No,
Totally.
I'm not. I don't want my citizen science. Okay.
No.
Not whatsoever.
That's the lady with the marbles in the bowl and the water, so the bees.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Shut up already. No one asked you. You know, or like everybody be careful. The UV is 6 today. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's
Congrats
lonely.
on getting polio again.
So I had back when Facebook was still kind of cool, but not really. I was on Facebook, and like a friend that I don't even know if I remember the guy from high school, but somebody I graduated from high school with makes a Facebook post to an article. Like some scientist was like, we found, you know, some bones in the earth that are 300 million years old. So this guy re-Facebooks or like posts the article, and then he puts, as far as I'm concerned, the earth is 6,000 years old. Science has its
Oh my
theories, and I got mine.
Oh, well,
And I
that's
was-
good.
What?
Yes.
Everyone gets a theory.
And I was immediately just like, what a false equivalency.
Right.
For you to think that your fucking theory holds up to these people that are really fucking smart, like nerdy, geeky, total smart people that have gone to school forever
Ever.
and like read about carbon dating for fun. And you think that your fucking Facebook post is somehow on the same playing field as this Harvard graduate. Obviously, I unfriended him, which now I kind of regret because
Right.
it could be fun
You
to go
can't.
back and look and have material
Yeah.
for the pod.
You have
Right.
you have to. I like literally last week just discovered that one of my friends is now a flat earther.
Really?
And yes, like she put up a post that said literally like, you guys, the earth is flat. Like she was a very blatant flat earther. And she has this whole thing about the firmament, that everything we see, like the firmament, I guess, is this thing that is on top of the flat earth or a disc or whatever. And I'm fascinated because I never thought I would know a real life
Flat earther. Yeah.
I didn't think there
And
were that
I've-
many.
Yeah. And I think that I should, like, my instinct said, oh, you should unfriend this person on principle.
right.
But I was like, no, the comedy is just way
You have
too
to
good.
stay.
Right.
And
I
I
think
made
you
an
should ask
egregious
questions.
error.
Like
Yeah.
questions
Yeah.
like, so what? Tell me about the disc.
I know.
I know, but sometimes you can't engage with crazy. You just have to watch it
can't.
from a distance.
Well, that's probably true.
I mean, if you
too.
They always
poke
have
that
an
bear, yeah. Okay. And final, had it or hit it, housewives.
Oh, hit
Real
it.
ones or like Real Housewives or Bravo Real or
Bravo,
Bravo.
housewives.
Hit
Oh.
it.
We love them. Yeah, that will never get old. Listen, crazy people will never cease being hilarious. I don't care. This could be in the biblical times. We could be 2,000 years in the future. That show will always be funny. I don't care.
Yes.
Timeless.
Yes.
Okay, who's your
Big time
favorite
hitting.
housewives? Or can you say? Like of all
yeah.
time, of all the seasons.
My all-time favorite is Countess Luann de Lesseps because
Love her.
she's been on a journey from being like a hoity-toity countess who would who literally wrote a book about manners and etiquette to then getting arrested in Florida, and actually she managed to like get out of handcuffs. She Houdini'd her handcuffs, which for that alone is kind of like puts you top tier. And then she started a cabaret career, and then in the middle of it she had sex with a pirate. I mean, she's really fucking done it all.
I love that.
I would say I have a tie between Lisa Vanderpump and Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes has the most like gifable, most hilarious moments, but she kind of crashed and burned towards the end, but loved her forever. And then Lisa Vanderpump for just normalizing like holding swans in your testimony. You know? Holding your swan, or like she has these swans that would bite Kyle Richards' ankles, you know, things like that that are just
Like her
like,
pet.
that's magic.
Yeah, that's magic.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, you guys, it has been so much fun. We absolutely love you guys. We definitely want to have you guys back on in the future. And Kylie will put how to follow these guys and go listen to their podcast, Watch What Crappens, down in the notes of our episode.
We love
Thank
you
you
guys
so
Thank
much
you
for having us.
It was so
I cannot
fun.
So fun. I
Wait
could go on
for
and
your
on and
birthday
on.
trip. That is going to be so much
Yeah.
fun.
For sure.
I
Please
love
do.
it.
Okay. Bye, guys.
y'all.
Thank you
Thank
you
both
so
so
much
much.
for
having us.
Bye-bye.
So
Bye.
fun. Podcasting for 20 years, man.
I told you their podcast was an antique.
That is crazy. Good
And
for
we're
them.
we're the new shiny little penny.
Yeah, and they're just the old guard. They're just laughing
I don't
at
know
us.
if we'd ever have that kind of longevity.
We'd probably die between 20 years. I mean, I'm 80s.
Oh, you would for sure die.
I may be dead in 20 years. Got to soak it all up now.
Well, listener, we cannot thank you enough for joining us, joining our fantastic guests. Kylie will put how to find them down in the show notes. And I mean, I think that's all we got. Everybody, please send us a voice memo to the I've Had It podcast Instagram to be featured on one of our bonus episodes, or it could be played on one of our live shows at the Hot Shit Tour. Please go to our link tree in any of our social media bios and buy tickets to a city near you. We are going to do a global tour, right, Pumps?
That's right.
Global.
Bye.
Canada,
See
we're
you
coming
next
for you.
Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday or Thursday. Bye.